How would you like to be buried alive? Well, mistakes were made throughout history, and that's my story. Confront in your mind the physical and psychological terror of that reality for you under 6 feet of dirt with a heavy lid, and you can't signal anyone, hey, I got put in here early. Every piece of hysteria that goes on about being buried alive is also a business opportunity. Safety coffins. And as the hysteria built up, especially through the 1800s, toward the Victorian times of the 1890s, fueled by American author Edgar Allan Poe, whose theme of premature burial goes throughout all of his literature, including the title, The Premature Burial, written in 1845. So think of the myriad ways that you can create a safety coffin to get that signal from the interred person not quite dead yet that wants to signal, get me out of here. Windows, breathing tubes, feeding tubes, but the most popular and ingenious method, and actually created a job in some cemeteries, the graveyard shift, was to connect the corpse, or the so-called corpse, with lines to his wrists and his ankles, because when premature burials were discovered on corpses and cadavers because of reasons for disinterment or grave robbing, the clawing and the scratching and the hysteria of the body would be very much noticed. So, tying lines to wrists and ankles because of that furious scraping and hysteria would start, would be connected to a bell. And the graveyard shift person, whose job from midnight to dawn was to stop grave robbers from digging up corpses and taking them to medical schools, is also one of his requirements, not only staying awake, but good hearing. In the history of graveyard shift workers, wherever they were hired, no one in history was ever saved by the bell. And that cliche, by the way, in American lexicon comes not from cemeteries and shift workers and watchers, but it comes from boxing. Dead ringer, you might think. No, that comes from crooked horse promoters switching horses after the bets are in to take your money. However, the graveyard shift or the graveyard watch in the Navy does come from the creation of the graveyard shift man guarding and listening for premature burials. That's it. Onward.